make or break the Linda Perry project, and it's about me bringing in some artists and kind of going through my process of how I work, what I'm looking for from artists and trying to help them develop themselves by using vulnerability and their emotions and really digging a little deeper to find out what's really going on inside of them. And every time something happens, I hear a different tone in the person's voice. Like when you see these people come in and where they are at the end of the show, it's like fascinating. It's just from a human level, how much emotion plays in our creativity and who we are as individuals. The way I got the artist was not through casting, it was through friends, through friends, through friends, through friends. So it was a word of mouth, like, I'm looking for some artists, do you know anybody? So I'd have call my musician friends from New York to LA to San Diego to Chicago and San Francisco, and they would send me like, oh yeah, there's this great artist, that I love, and they'd send me like their demo or a YouTube something. And so we all just like would watch these, and I would pick the ones that I liked. And they're all artists trying to get from here to there. But what I'm seeing is like, oh, I can see why. I see something in this person, but I can see why they might have a problem. And so they come in here and I help them with that. It's basically, me giving my opinion to them. If you change this or change that, I could see you have a breakthrough to get to another level musically. And that's what we're doing. We're going on this journey of them basically trusting what I'm saying, but it's just my opinion, and that's it, and trying to help the viewer see that there's a different place where music comes from. It's not just all smokes and curtains and magic little fairies that come in and create this poof, poof, you're an artist, like there is a lot of heart, a lot of emotion, some good intentions that go into this and self-discovery in order for things to happen. Some of them didn't know they were stuck until I pointed something out and they were like, oh, wow. And then you hear it in their voice. You hear the change happen in the voice, like a breakthrough some artist had because they were holding on to something emotionally. And when we hold on to things, we learn to do that. So therefore, we're not really letting our emotions out. That's why they call some people like, oh, she's so conservative, or blah, 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 or they're so pent up, is because we've learned to block these emotions. So what I'm trying to do is like, open that shit up, get it open, because once you do, there's this poof, this explosion, there's this emotional thing that happens, and then you hear it in their voice, you hear it in the song, you see it in their face. Honestly, I don't care if you had the worst album or the greatest album. To me, I'm just, call me sentimental, call me old-fashioned, but I like to meet people and I like to see what our energy is like together, and only from that area can I create, because I'm not the kind of person that sits there and goes, I don't like, you can't order a song from me. It's like, hey, hi, it's Linda Perry. Okay, yeah, I would like a 130 BPM. Great, do you have that? All right, awesome. And then I want it to be kind of a love ballad, and but I want it to have tempo. Do you have that? Okay, great. And then can it be like, I want one minor chord in there, but not just one, and maybe not. Actually, can you just make it all major chords? Great, you have that? All right, I'll be right over. I'll pick it up. When is it ready? I just don't do that. Like, you have to come and sit with me, and then as we're sitting and we're talking, the song starts, I can hear it. Like, I can start hearing music. It's like almost becomes like a soundtrack. So when I hear that soundtrack and that song, that's when I know that's the person I want to work with. But if I don't hear that, I'm not inspired, I don't care. It doesn't matter who you are. I just can't go forward. Talent is a part of it, but timing, motivation, your energy, your drive, your thing has a lot to do with it. Because talent will only get you so far. You need the other stuff. You need drive. I'm not a business person. I'm a creative person. So business, not my bag. I don't have that kind of brain. But I'm always just trying to keep my intention the best it possibly can. My intention is to make music, be honest with it, and to explore the possibilities and to be of service. Those are the hats I wear. It's only one, really. I have several different hats, but really that's all I really want to do. I'm a producer. I produce outside of the studio too. I don't want to stay on top of what's going on in the industry. I never have listened to outside music much. Like, I rarely actually listen to music. Sometimes I go on Twitter and I ask the kids to send me what you're listening to, and I'll listen, you know. And I know I like Sia. I love her. I love Bat for Lashes. I really like Lords. I like to see where she goes with her career. Radiohead, and then Patti Smith, BJ Harvey. So I try to listen to music when I want to, but I don't listen to it to keep myself relevant in today's times, because actually it kind of screws me up if I do that. So, because then, God forbid, I try to emulate any of it. I'm really excited about my life right now, because it seems like it keeps evolving and I keep getting better, and I'm excited about the show, about, you know, I don't know what's going to happen, and that's exciting. I have no idea. People could hate it, people could love it, you know what I mean? It's just, there's no control. It's like I let it go out there, and now I'm pins and needles and just trying to figure out what's going to happen. And there's an excitement about that. It's scary. I'm scared, but I'm okay with this type of fear. Hi, I'm Linda Perry, and you are watching Grammy Pro.